Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be playing Rematch, which is a brand new soccer anime style game. Um, it just came out a few days ago. I've been playing with my friends. It's been really fun. Also, is a bit challenging, especially when you're solo queuing. And I'm going to be showing the solo queuing experience today. We will have games, like you can assume with any game that has skill moves for soccer or
Sorry.
football, as you might call it. Any game that features skill moves like that, a lot of the time. Um, it'll result in people not passing. Looks like I'm in a sloppy. Um, okay, well, then we're good. Looks like they scored and I joined during the replay. Um, but sometimes you'll end up being on a team with something like that, where the guy has passing options but chooses to do a skill move instead of playing the ball. Um, you can see I just get a block there. Hopefully, this guy plays me and sees me instead of just dribbling. Nope, he just dribbles and blames his ball to me. So that is part of the solo queuing experience. You will have people who kind of just do skill moves. That's part of the game. Like skill moves are definitely part of the game. Having fun with like trying to dribble past people is fun. But this game does get better when you start passing and doing tiki taka, playing it off the wall like that team just tried, and overall just doing quick passing plays. As you can see, I'm going to flick it in behind for this guy, which he should get onto. I think he ran out of stamina, but playing little cheeky passes like that really helps you because your other team doesn't really expect people to pass. Because a lot of people in solo queuing don't pass. Hopefully, this guy can play 1-2 with me. I'll play it back to him. But it's very, it's a very interesting game, the solo queue, um, because people just don't really like to play the passes. Um, and there's a lot of people who are not really good at stamina management, so you do pass it to them, and they kind of make use to get there. Um, I find this game really good. I think it's a very good game in the sense of if you play with a squad of guys that you know and that you can have fun with, that you communicate with. As for solo queuing, I wouldn't really recommend it. It's like solo queuing onto like Rush or Volta on old FIFAs, or I guess now Rush is brand new game mode technically, but it's kind of like solo queuing in the Rush or what used to be Volta. Um, so if you used to solo queue in that and you had fun and you were able to make it work, then maybe you'll be fine. But bulk of the time, you end up just getting in games where you get absolutely destroyed because your teammates aren't really playing team ball or don't really know what they're doing, don't really make chances, don't pass you the ball. Like, it's like I'm wide open right here. But he kind of isn't really used to the game locking in yet. I'm gonna bank that off the wall for my teammates. That's a good interception by the defender there. I'm just gonna bank this off the wall again. And that's a good old pass back right there. Try to get the deflection on that. But... So hopefully this guy plays it up to me. We're gonna do a quick one too, if he does play it, which he uses to. Um, so that's part of the experience is like if you had a squad, you'd most likely be able to pull off that 1-2, get in behind, get a finish. But when you're playing solo queue, it's not possible. Your teammates will not allow that to happen. Good save by him though. If he can get up here, good switch. He should latch on to that and put it off the back wall if he's smart. He was smart. His teammate just couldn't get there. And I think that's us getting lost here. But I'm gonna play it up the line for this guy. She just took a massive touch, and that kind of yeah. There we go. Good save. Um, yeah. Is this game solo queuing? Not sure it's it. But if you're queuing with people that know what they're doing and can actually like play the game and know the controls, are willing to pass, like this game is pretty fun. I'd recommend it for anyone who's a big soccer guy, who knows what they're doing with that stuff. If that makes any sense. Um, but it's kind of think of it like kind of like Rocket League too. It's kind of a Rocket League style game with squads, searching, trying to kind of that style. Obviously, you're not doing aerials or whatever. It's kind of that style, and it's really important in like Rocket League to know who you're playing with because most likely if you're solo queuing, You have worse games on Rocket League than playing with a buddy. Even that buddy's not really that good. He's still better with the comms than sometimes randoms who don't communicate. So we'll do a couple more games. That was a quick game, but I'll try one more, at least. And if we get demolished again, then maybe I won't. But it's a really solid like game to play with a squad. I could maybe post my gameplay with a squad, but I'm not sure my buddies want to be in the video. But it's honestly pretty solid. I'm hoping to get at least a couple highlights. I'm not really big skiller on this game. I like the team play. I like banking off the ball to my teammates. I like the long shots. Um, and that doesn't really work with solo queuing, but you don't have that communication. But hopefully this guy doesn't 1-2 with me, or I can play him behind me. As you can see, he's refusing to pass the ball. And he has rainbow flicker and keeper. That's kind of like the solo queuing experience. So wouldn't recommend solo queuing. I'm gonna hustle back and get in the middle here. Our goalkeeper's going for it, so I'm gonna stay in the box. And now I'm gonna leave. And it looks like our guy doesn't know what the pass button is. He could play me here, and we can do a 1-2 since I'm in the gap. Switches it, which is smart. Not a bad play. Yes, sent to the shops. That's a good ball from him. He has me in behind him. We could play a 1-2 and get him down the wing. Instead, he's going to play a good ball in behind. Oh, that's a great tackle. Thought he was going to trap it there. And go. I'll play that down the line. Hopefully he can cross that or finish that otherwise. Oh, that's close. Alright. That's a good save. I think I should have banked that off the wall again. Because if you dive the correct way on this game, which is something I haven't mentioned, if you dive the correct way on this game as a goalkeeper, you basically save everything as long as you dive on time. Like, it really takes a top in shot in order to get past you as the goalkeeper if you're diving correct. You will catch balls that you dive a little bit too early for. Like, if you dove a second earlier, he would have saved that. Even though it's guesswork, he would have saved it. Just because how forgiving this game is for that stuff. I'm going to play it here. I guess this guy wants to play goalie, so he's going to force me out. Hopefully he can play it off the back wall. See, that's, even though that's a good shot, unlike FIFA, any game, I go in there. It's an easy catch on this game. So you guys got to get used to that. Good move by him. The flicking in this game is very overpowered, which is kind of meant to be. Because you can literally just keep flicking it, and if you get it there a second before someone else, you completely take him out the play. I'm going to bank that off the wall. Yeah, that's a great save, but he did shoot it right at him. Cover for our goalkeeper there. I'm assuming this is going to get played up the line. Yeah, I'm just not fast enough. Didn't have my turbo. Alright, please play the 1-2. Please play the 1-2. Please, 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 I'm begging you. Hey, he does play it, but he plays me into traffic. Solid tackle. That's our keepers. That keeper should come out for that, but it looks like our center back got it. I'm out wide if he sees me. He does. I'm going to play that in behind. Please score that. Oh, that's cheeky, the lad. So, as you can see, in solo queue, if you can get those team play goals working against other solo queue players, it usually works pretty well. So, when you actually have the passing moves, it's great. When you are not having those passing moves, and it's people just going for one-on-one dribbles, going for long shots, especially after the first day when people are as bad in goal, it really makes it a lot harder. And this guy just casually sits the goalkeeper down there. But it makes it a lot harder when you are not actively having team play or making great presses like this guy just did. That was an amazing press he had on the defender, which is why he got that chance one-on-one. But if you're not having those in solo queue, it makes it a bit harder when you're kind of expecting to make offense just single-handedly against a whole squad that will gang up on you if they notice you're not passing the ball. I'm going to jump up here, get it off the wall for my teammate. If he's smart, he'll play it back and we'll do 1-2. He's going for the bank. I'm going to try and block this. There we go. There's goal. That's great. So that's the result of a good press. Getting the really solid contact on the block there to set up that scissor kick. Which you can block punts on this game, which is actually really overpowered because you will completely throw off their passing. You will completely block the shot if you can get your full body behind it, but at least you'll be deflecting higher in there and giving your team more time to recover if you block it otherwise. So I usually always go for the block if I'm up pressing as the striker. So I'm going to get in the box here. Hopefully I keep that. I'm not going to try and block his kick. I'm going to play back here because it looks like my two teammates are playing a little bit aggressive. You should get that. Please don't play it to me. Thank you. If he plays it back to me, I have a chance to bank it off the wall. Please play it back. Yeah, deflected there. That's a good ball. What a save that is. I mean, that is another thing in this game. You can save the ball into the back of the net. Good save by him. I've seen a lot of people mess that up, including my friends. It's a good shot. Ooh. Unlucky there to put that one. That should be my ball. Get a little chase down actually. I'm just going to stay in the middle of the box. They're running out of time. We have the ball. Might as well play a little bit defensively, especially considering my teammates have a bit of a more aggressive play style. I'm expecting him to play it down the line, or he's going to take it on his own. It looks like he's going to take it on his own and probably play it on the back wall. Okay. Playing the cross, which I think was a mistake there. He should take that on his own and take the space given to him. I think that's an important thing in this game. If you have space, take it. Just don't be too greedy. It's a good block. Get that out of here. Eventually, it's going to come down to the last shot here. If I can just beat that out, then we should be. I'm going to get back on the line. This is the last kick of the game. There we go. That was not too bad. That was not too bad for randoms. Solid game with me solo queuing. We'll play one more. It wasn't bad. Very unlucky to not get MVP there. I did do surprisingly well. Considering I really wasn't getting many touches, I was mostly playing defense and doing quick passes. I did okay there. But yeah, I think solo queuing, you're fine if you are able. If you're a really good skiller, I can see you doing well with that. Like if you are really good at skilling and you can outwit randoms, get open, and get your teammates the ball, that's great. But it is important to think as a team player on this game. Because you want to be able to do quick passes, you want to earn the trust of your random teammates so that they will include you in your plays. Because I have seen people get frozen out of gameplay just because they made a mistake or they weren't very good. It's off the wall. Going for the bank there. You got a good block on there. Yeah, his keeper is doing well, but he is reacting to shots. So if we do bank off the wall to our teammates, it should help us a bit. Hopefully my teammates are also understanding that. I believe there is also a game chat on this. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe there is. You could potentially talk to your random teammates. That's a good ball by him, and it's a one-on-one. He's going for the bank. See, that's amazing when you have a keeper who dives over the very first shot they see. The bank is very overpowered. like a round. Oh wow. Okay. So I think we have a guy who's relatively new to the game, which is why the goalkeeping for him has been a bit rough. When you first pick up this game, the goalkeeping is going to feel a bit janky. The diving directions are a bit off. Won't always automatically catch the ball. If you're standing in half, the ball can bounce over you. B is to do that little slide there, like challenge the striker, just collect the ball. And Y is to dive, but load in the direction you're holding. So that's left, that's right, backwards, forwards, and you can obviously dive straight up if you don't press anything. Good bank. Bank is open. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to boot this up the line into that corner. Good ball for my teammate. Hopefully he banked that. He went for a straight up cross. And I'm back for my teammate here if he wants to play me. Which I'm assuming is going to get the ball away. Yep. Not a bad tackle by him, and he put it off the wall. I collect. I'm going to play it in the far corner. And if you're playing goalkeeper, you really want to learn how to distribute because you can really jumpstart attacks. You have such a range on this game before you kick it. If you use the RT button to pass on those long balls, it's very good for creating those full field passes because you're basically shooting, but you're directing in the direction of a teammate, and your teammate can still control it really well. I'm guessing that's just gonna. Yep, he was going for a little bit of swaz. Yeah, I got blocked, but it still works. Set up a little scissor kick there. Good save, but other team's goalkeeper. But even if your kick gets blocked, half the time it'll go through. It'll just be a little bit deflected and loopy. Let's play a flat one there. Good pass off the wall. Please score that. There we go. 1-1. Yeah, it's very good to, as a goalkeeper, to be able to distribute, be able to punt, be able to throw it out, know what you're doing, and be able to find your teammates because it's a really good catalyst for an attack to be able to get it directly to your striker from your goal, especially when the other team has three strikers in the attack and you have your striker sitting at center field. So I find it very effective. Good from us. We got a little bit of group pressure, forcing the bank. You should bank that off the wall or cross that in. But he was decided to go the selfish route. It's completely okay. Because that leaves us completely open to a counter attack where he's going to bank it. And that's a good save by Buddy Who. Please bank it off the wall. Good kick by him. Beats everybody, but finds his striker eventually. I am going to pursue, back off a bit. I had a feeling he would do that. I'm going to boot that up to him. It's a good ball. Please score that. Unlucky.
How did it not? Bro, it just went straight to his arm.
Looks like someone's talking. It's kind of funny in the game chat. I can't hear it because I have a different recording setup, but I'm interested to hear what he just said. Good tackle there. Hopefully he can get there, but it looks like he's not going to be able to. It's a good ball by him. I'm going to sprint back real quick using my turbo. That's a solid attempt by goalkeeper. He gets there eventually. It's a bad ball. Really puts us in a bad spot here. That's a good finish. Keeper could have done a little bit better there. That's okay.
It's two of y'all on one person.
Looks like there is a game chat, which I think he's probably cussing us. I was playing a little bit passively there because I saw him doing the shalom dribble, which I don't know how to do myself. But dribble is very overpowered for being able to evade tackles, whether they're standing or sliding. Looks like he's ditching his goalkeeping duties and he's coming out here to solo the whole team. And he gets blocked. You see, if he banked it off the wall to himself, he'd have a better chance there than trying to dribble past the free defenders. Hopefully he plays me down line. Looks like he's not going to place me here. I'm going to bank it off the wall to myself. That was close enough to our strike here. He would have been able to do something like that, but he chose not to. Please bank that off the wall. The goalkeeper will dive for the right. Oh, wow. Yes, yeah, that's a good bank. He didn't go high. He went low for the bank, and I flew for the goalkeeper off.
Thank you. Good job. you and gave it up.
Looks like Huddy Who is going to pull out a carrying job here. That is a good bank play off the side. And hopefully we can get a good amount of pressure while Viper here's in
People
goal.
are out here genuinely just uninterested.
Looks like they're swapping goalkeepers too. Please play to 1-2.
Mine.
Off the wall, please.
Sorry.
Off the wall, there we go. In the middle, in the mixer. Please play it off the wall. That's a great
What?
save.
Into his arms, bro?
We're going to try and block this. He did slide a bit early, but he was in the direction where I was shooting, which is what I stated. You can dive early on this game, and as long as you choose the right direction and you're still over there by the time the shot is completed. Still make the save. Which is a bit forgiving towards people who are beginners or people who misread the situation. And see, lucky to save that, which actually was a solid save by him. Get lucky there. Our keeper should come out for that. He could play me here. That he's going to bomb it forward, get it deflected. Puts us in a 1v3. If he doesn't know your dribble move, it's... Wow. Keeper. Keeper struggled there with a shot straight on, and that's the game. 1 second into overtime. Not a very good shot there. It is a bit looping, but the goalkeeper should have it. But that's what happens when the game comes out 3 days ago. You have people who are still learning how to play goalkeeper, still learning how to play outfield, and that's something you have to expect, especially while solo queuing with people who may not have party members to help them get better. Is something to expect. I'll play one more game. As you can see, I did okay there. Huddy Who and I did pretty well. Blown Troops, who was the guy who was talking, was a little bit quiet that game, besides the goal. That's completely okay. Hopefully our next game we can do a little bit better. Looks like I got Viper again, who was the guy who led in that goal. And we got Blown Troops, so hopefully he's not talking crazy in game chat. I cannot hear him. So hopefully he's being chill. We'll see. Is Viper starting goal? Yes, he is. So we might go to 1-0 down early, just because he's still learning. Really fine, and that's most of the community is still learning a bit. Whether it's learning about dribbling, whether it's learning about goalkeeping, like a lot of people are still learning. We scored that. Ooh, Blown Troops, mate. I got you open. And at least it's open on a counterattack. But it looks like Viper got us covered there. And looks like a bad touch. Good pass back to the goalkeeper from them to get their attack started. There is no passing, like no pass back rule in this game, so laying it back to your goalkeeper is a completely safe move if you can get your power right, so you don't leave your goalkeeper out stranded. Play it across, wide open goal.
I didn't. Oh my god!
It looks like I get there for that. Bail him out a little bit from that miss, but yeah, it's banking it, as you can see. Even if you do it on accident, like he just did. Very overpowered. He could have finished that himself because the goalkeeper dived so ridiculously early he wouldn't have made the save. But still worked out in the end. We got a goal. Wasn't saved. And hopefully I can put on as a goalkeeper here. I'm going to play it in that back corner to Viper. Which looks like I just took a little bit over him, but he should get there. And it looks like we just lost the ball. So I'm going to lock in here. Oh, that was ridiculously top ends. I thought that was going wide. I'm going to play that low to our striker. And it looks like he did not win the battle there. Let's get that again. Play it far left. That's a good ball this time. Did we get that on the first touch? Looks like they're really testing their luck against me by the shooting, which is fair. At this stage of the game, you never know how people are going to be in goal. And I'm obviously not perfect. I have made mistakes. With a dive here. I'm going to play that to Blown Troops, which he is just cherry picking, which is a strategy on this game. If you have someone who can cherry pick and you guys are confident in the back line, it can be very effective to cherry pick. You automatically have a one-on-one off the backboard or straight up shot chance. as well as being able to potentially bring up a second guy to really fill in that second void. I'm going to play that to him again, which is, I guess, his whole role this game is cherry picking, which is fine. And it looks like it could get paid off there as he scored. So, as you can see, cherry picking is actually a pretty effective strategy. It does work very well. Let's see how he's got this finish. A little cheeky bottom corner, low driven, curling away from the goalkeeper of a late dive. So that's a very good shot there to take as low drivens. Because goalkeepers can dive high or low. If you dive too high, the ball can go under you. Looks like I got it there. Our goalkeeper has come out, which is Blown Troops because he refuses to play goalkeeper, I guess. So he's going to force me to go goal. That is something that your teammates will do on this game, is if they don't want to play goalkeeper, they will simply run out and abandon ship because they didn't have to use them. And then they will blame me for it. Hopefully he's not one of those guys, and maybe he just didn't understand that he was goalkeeper, but I'm gonna play Viper here. And as you can see, I am now left with 1-1. Just made the save. I'm gonna play Lone Troops. So he came up a little bit short there. But they do get the ball in the corner, and he should cross this. He should bank that off the wall to cross it to himself or our teammate. That is the perfect move from him there in that situation. He should always look for the bank. Unless they have a really bad goalkeeper, they should shoot it right at the goalkeeper and hope that they move. That's a good bank from him, and he did manage to shoot it. Goalkeeper should have probably saved it, but it looked like they reacted a bit slowly. I'm going to play this far right side because I think that's where he's going to play it. Yep. Saw his teammate there, and he made a little bit slower deflection. I'm going to take my space, play it up. A little bit of deflection, but it should still get to one of them. You should bank it off the wall for me. Looks like he tried to for Viper, who missed the open goal twice. That's completely okay. I'm going to sprint back, ran out of turbo. But I'm going to sit right here because we are 3-0 up. And they are going to be mounting more attacks, and I'm not sure how good he is. Looks like he's pretty solid if he's making that back wall read. So I maybe don't have too much to worry about. Maybe the distribution is lacking, but it looks like he's a good shot stopper. As he proceeds to run out the goal, do a rainbow flick and lose the ball. And I'm going to stay in net because I feel like there's a shot coming on. Good save there. Play it up. Got blocked, but Blown Troop should still get there. He looks like he had a bit of a slow react. Looks like I'm left in goal again, which is completely fine. I don't mind playing goalkeeper. I can distribute and organize from the back. So I got shot a little bit wide. He was definitely aiming for the target and didn't know. The corner battles are very big on this game. If it gets in the corner, it will be stuff like this where you're fighting for possession multiple times. Good save there. I'm going to play Blown Troops. Looks like he got a deflection, but I should still get to him. But he just could not track it down. I don't know what he's saying, but it sounds like he's complaining. That is good flicking by Godly Game. Realistically, Viper should put this off the back wall for Blown Troops. Or just whip it in straight up. And that's a mercy goal. Great game. That's a great ball in for Viper. Godly Gamer. That's a great ball in. That's a really good ball. Trips over the slide, hits him at the back post. Keeper could have done a bit better by not diving straight out, but overall, really good play. We'll play one more. We keep winning. Hopefully, I'm not forced to be in goal as much by Blown Troops, but I don't mind being in goal if that means we win. So I don't mind that. MVP with 9,300. 1 goal, 1 assist, 8 passes, 12 interceptions, 4 saves. That's pretty good for me. I do like this game a lot. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully we get another game of Lone Troops. I really am interested to go back and watch this, see what he's saying. He was going nuts after he missed a couple of those shots, but then he clutched up and made a couple, so not too bad. Or hopefully he's on my team again. Brent Hurdle, that's a gamer tag and a half. Mr. Snake and Blazing Firestone. These are some gamer tags right here. Itachi, Runts, Tusk, Oh, it looks like there's a clan. Not for this game, probably. It's probably for like 2K or something. Looks like they have a clan on their team, so they definitely have some people in comms. And our goalkeeper, as you can see, just ran a straight line and gave up a goal to the other team. That will happen on this. People will either go rubber bands at the start of the game so they don't get kicked out and they'll be in goal and stuff like that. Or they simply do not want to play goalkeeper, or they think they can take on the whole team and run out the goal and tell you. So we're 1-0 down already after 10 seconds, which is amazing. Looks like 2 of our guys are not playing, so I'm just going to go for the shot. Go for the break bounce. Looks like he had a rough time saving it, so that is a good spell for our team, that their goalkeeper is struggling a bit with those shots from distance. Good tackle. He should bank this in.
Pass.
Please bank that in. Okay, that's a little bit of a mistake from Mr. Firestone there. Had enough ground to cover it there. Looks like someone took over goalkeeper from me. Yeah, stay in goal. Very cool. That's not a bad tackle. That's a great tackle there to win the second one. Yeah, good way to force him back. The goalkeeper is definitely going to boost this up. I'm going to get back on my net. He might try me. Playing it short. Blazing Firestone should get that. He has the good pressure on. He should bang that in. Okay, unlucky. Goalkeeper dived a bit late there, so that's a good sign for us yet again that the goalkeeper might be not that great at this game. If we can get something on target that isn't from my own goal line, that would be great. Good shot. Good save by the goalkeeper. It was a little bit of bouncing ball, so it's hard to predict. Good from Mr. Snake. Please bank it off the wall and don't just shoot it. He's going to take it himself and completely whiff. That is okay, because we can get another ball back in. Unlucky. So it looks like my team's also having a little bit of a hard time hitting the net, and their goalkeeper's having a bit of a hard time making saves. So that is a healthy balance, honestly. It brings about a good balanced game. But their goalkeeper is not going to be goalie forever. Eventually, we'll get the guy who knows a little bit more about what he's doing. This looks like Spent Hurdle is going to play a quick 1-2 with Mr. Snake, who gets tackled. Blazing Firestone is going to give the ball up by trying to do this turbo sprint and getting that knocks him off the ball. They're going for the bank. Good save by me. I'm going to play the... Oh, my own teammate blocks it. What you can do on this game, you can block your teammate's shots, punts, passes. And that's a good read from him. I thought he was going far post, didn't have enough time to not react. So I made a guess, guessed wrong. And that's a good finish from him. That is a meta on this game. If you're close enough where your goalkeeper is not going to have enough reaction time to dive after you shoot, you should you should shoot it straight at him. Because you basically always have the goalkeeper, as the goalkeeper, have to dive to the far post. Because otherwise you look like an idiot. But if you dive away, you also look like an idiot. So it's a really lose-lose situation when you get that close as a goalkeeper. If he banks that off the back wall, we have a chance. Looks like he's just going to shoot it straight at the goalkeeper. I'm going to try and get a block here, but I don't. I don't think my team understands the banking, so hopefully maybe I can do some and show him that it's good. If he plays this up the line, that'd be amazing. I'm going to use my boost here to get some pressure on the goalkeeper. But she plays an amazing ball out back. He plays me, we can have 1-2 here, and it looks like he just forgot to press the button, or forgot how to dribble. Which is normal, it's a growing game. People are getting used to it. I'm going to stop sprinting here and boost. But that was a little bit undercooked ball. Now, if he plays me a full power here, that'd be great, or we can get lucky off the bounce. Doesn't look like we're getting either of those. Good block. Please get there. That's a good ball. I am going to run onto this and bury that in the far post. And looks like a great save, but I'm going to get a solid block on there. Solid connection on the block. Which really slows down their offense. I'm going to get a little flick in behind for our team to chase. You should bank this off the back wall. It didn't look like enough time. Okay. That's a good pass back to keep. A bit of pressure on the keeper just so he has to redo his angles. Didn't throw him off too much there, but always worth doing. If you can't really get back in time to press, then you should be pressuring the goalkeeper, forcing him to maybe get a blocked punt, forcing him to throw the ball to you, whatever it may be. Gonna shoot it again, goalkeeper. Wasn't close enough to force a reaction decision. I'm going to play that from behind. Looks like he wasn't ready. And make a misstep there, and it looks like he went for the bank, like he didn't anticipate it properly. That's a great tackle from him. The pre-slide was in there. Good save, Mr. Snake. He has me out wide. I'll play it back. And if he's good, then he should play this back to me or down the middle. That's a great pass. Unlucky there. He should play this to me. I'm going to slide there, get unlucky. Oh. Please play this to me. Okay, unlucky there. I am in behind if that gets to me. It does. I shot it at him as the meta. That works. Gets us back in the game. I was close enough where he had to make the reaction to dive left or right, and the shooting straight at him made him, that's the least likely choice. So that's why I shot there. And they could just hold on to the ball for game here, just play it around the back. I have the feeling that most people in this community are always going to go for the killer blow. That is a good save there. That's a great ball. If he can get in behind the finish, that would be great, but I think he ran out of stamina. If he can bank that off the back wall. Looks like he tried. Unlucky there. I couldn't cross it because it was final shot. So you can't pass on final shot, otherwise the game's over. He made a good save. Unlucky there. Still got match stats. Had a quiet game from me to get a goal, 4 interceptions. Their MVP had a great game on defense. So it's always a little bit hard playing guys with comms, even if it's only 3 people of the 4 that you're playing against. But honestly, I'd really recommend this game to any soccer fan who's really into indoor style soccer. FIFA Street style, where you can have skill moves, where you can dribble, but you can also have really cool intertwined plays with tiki taka, crosses off the backboard, off the wall. Good goalkeeping experience because everyone has to play goalkeeper, so you don't have to force one of your guys to play goalkeeper all the time. I think it's a great game for that, and I would really recommend it to anyone who's looking for a game like this. I'm not sure how long this game's going to last with competitors like FIFA and eFootball, even though those games have been lacking and are nothing like this game. A lot of EAFC or FIFA players are never going to try another game. When UFL came out, they were pooping on it because the graphics. When this comes out, they're probably still pooping on it because of the graphics and the gameplay. And a lot of FIFA players just are not willing to give new games a chance, which leads to soccer communities like this dying because everyone's playing the same game. But if this game gets enough community backing, enough support, which it has over the past weekend, I think it'll be a great game. And will be really good. Looks like they're coming out with multiple seasons of a Battle Pass. I would not recommend buying the Battle Pass. I would just buy the player appearances like Ronaldinho if you're going to spend any money on this. Anyways, I will be posting another game probably soon, but I really appreciate you guys watching this. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay rematch, and I would recommend it to anyone.